You know, I'm not fully sure why I decided to, not do a single quest while leveling 1 to 103, but you know what? It's okay. If I'm able to get gathering up to level 100, I am apparently very easily able to, get my combat level up to 103 without doing a single quest. Alright, come on. I was literally at 90% before. I believe in you. You can get that one. There we go. See, it only took like grinding in Mirror Cave for an hour or something. I don't know. Goodbye. First step in beginning your epic grind journey to get to level, 103, because no, I don't care about 104 outside of maybe getting on one character, is to probably just sit at Emerald Trail for about 5 hours and continue to spam down zombies. By 5 hours, I mean probably like in the course of 10 minutes, because leveling here is extremely easy. There's also a grind spot literally right next to the Nivla entrance right here, so you can, get even more XP. I love XP. Once you get to level 11 though, I would recommend going to the Pigman Ravine, which apparently for some reason was one of the first places that made me switch classes, because for some reason I couldn't kill the Pigman mini-boss as a mage. The Pigman Ravine gives a ton of XP despite not even being grind mobs, and the mini-boss also gives a pretty fair amount of XP. I don't know where he is. There he is. Should also mention that these were just the spots I used to definitely not skip every quest in the entire game. Now we're heading over to Mount Wynn, right? And at Mount Wynn, I always go to Mount Wynn, because I like to bathe in the lava, ponder about what I'm doing, and then proceed to still sit in the lava and usually die, but we ignore that part. This grind spot can also be used at probably around level 16-ish. There are ranged mobs, but from my experience, they don't do a whole lot, so you should be fine. This grind spot can be pretty difficult to actually grind, just because when you kill these things, which already have a considerable amount of HP, they split into more things. They also have Web Spell, which immediately makes them one of the most annoying mobs in the entire game, and no, that joke is never going to die. I also did use this spot over here in some of my more recent playthroughs, I guess you could call them, but you can't, of course, get in here without doing the quest up to a certain point, so I didn't use it to get that one character who has literally not done a single quest outside of Kira Hive, outside of recording this. Anyway, now we're making our way into the savannah. Yay, I love ocelots. This spot right here is pretty good at level, 30-ish, and then higher, because these things are level 35 and they are grind mobs after all, and I believe these things actually don't have any spells. They're just kind of magma cubes being magma cubes, so extremely easy to actually kill and grind. However, I use this spot right over here more tan the other spot, and there's a bunch of basically just, endermites, but the thing about this spot is I believe ranged mobs, no wait, is it a ranged mob? You're not a ranged mob, right? Yeah, okay. It's just the boss. The boss spawns sometimes. The boss has roughly 5k health, I believe. But when you kill him, a lot more of the ash borer things spawn, giving you even more XP, let alone the boss already gives you a ton of XP when he spawns. Oh yeah, a quick tip real quick. If I were you, I would not grind this spot right here. First, you have these extremely fast, annoying mobs. Actually, they're not too terribly fast, but still. But the main threat comes from these snow golem things that literally fire like machine guns. And at the level I was actually farming, or attempting to farm these things, I was taking about 400 a hit, so I deeply did not appreciate. Then again, I was an archer, so it's probably fine as a warrior, because warrior is a big, strong boy. The spot you actually want to grind at level 45, or even level 40 for that matter, is this spot right here with the grave robbers. The thing about the grave robbers is for some reason they give a stupid amount of XP, but you know what, I'm not complaining. However, the one single problem with this spot is unless you totem them, the mob spawn rate is terrible. However, this may sound insane to you, but I have some good/bad news. In fact, it's actually horrid news. I don't know why I said good or bad. The Great Bridge is actually a decent grind spot. I know, that's surprising to hear come out of my mouth, but it actually is. The only real problem with grinding on the Great Bridge is these archer things, which are extremely annoying because they do respawn at a fairly good rate. Outside of that though, there's not much stopping you from bullying all these magma slimes and getting lots of big boy XP. Personally, I found it better to mob totem around this area because then I wouldn't have to grind the archers up there, but I'd still be getting a pretty good spawn rate down here for the magma slimes themselves. Herb Cave is still fine for grinding at level 60-ish. It doesn't give a ton of XP, but it does give a fairly okay amount. However, if you literally go directly left, you encounter a grind spot which gives a lot more XP than that of the mobs in the, cave. The only problem with grind mobs that I should have mentioned earlier is that they only drop powders and potions. And now we must journey to Gavel because, I spent most of this in Wynn so far, so we've got to go someplace else eventually. Got to explore the world or whatever. Anyway, now we're actually physically in Gavel, and there's a grind spot literally directly left of where Levagar is. It's filled with spiders, and I'm sure we all love spiders and definitely don't have traumatic experiences with trying to infest a pit as a level 16 archer and failing to do so about 3 times. Anyway, besides the point, when you kill the big ones, they split into 3 more little ones, but the big ones are just your main source of XP. Basically, at level 65, what you want to do is you just want to start spam swapping servers until you find one with either a DXP or a dungeon bomb, and then proceed to spam run all of the dungeons as much as humanly possible. Like I said earlier, since I just kind of rushed over to the forgery and didn't pay attention to much else once I hit level 65, I couldn't really tell you what spots are actually good for grinding level 70 through 80. And there's also a grind spot that's right over here, and I think I tested it slightly, and it's alright for its level. Yeah, these things are alright for their level, not too insane, I'm pretty sure anyway, I don't know. I was only here for a good 5 minutes, and then another dungeon bomb was popped, so you already knew what I was doing at that point. Now we're coming up on a spot that is very similar to the grave robbers. Reason? These mobs in here give a stupid amount of XP for their level. The cannon arm things that spawn are really the only real threat because as a level, look at that, I'm level 100, but then again I'm an archer, so and that thing basically just did 7k in one hit to me. Luckily, since this is a grind spot after all, unlike the, grave robbers, you don't really need a totem for the spot to actually be good. And when I say the spot is insane, I really do mean the spot is insane. I was getting 10 to 15k at level when I was killing those things per kill, which is absolutely ridiculous. There is another spot in Canyon of the Lost that can be used for grinding, which is right in here with these troll orc things. Sorry, they're orcs, not trolls. I'm very sorry. Anyway, this spot could be considered better than the previous spot I just showed because you're probably not going to get one-hit KO'd by some random cannon. And they also have a higher spawn rate, but of course lower XP. And now we go into Molten Heights, where we'll proceed to fall in lava about 5 times, and unless you're a mage, that's going to be a real issue. Yay! Hey guys, do you remember when D-Cave parties were a thing? I don't, because I only joined 1.5 years ago, but they're a thing again now, because this is arguably the best spot to group grind in the entire game. Oh yay, it's time to go into the Sky Islands and proceed to jump into the void on accident 50 times. Yay! Now, I did leap into the void intentionally here because I want to see. If I respawn in Rodrock, I might honestly punch my computer screen. This is even worse. Now, outside of D-Cave parties, allow me to introduce you to my favorite grind spot in the entire game. I don't know if this place actually has a name, but I just refer to it as the Mirror Cave. Why? Because there's a giant mirror, you know, as the floor. The mobs here alone give a pretty good amount of XP, especially at level, but I'm here to show you the 4th best mob in the entire game. See, we have Bill, we have Sheepy, we have Gun with Legs, so you may be asking yourself, gee, Shots, what is the 4th best mob in the entire game? Right, okay, this is going to be really difficult, but come on, Mirror Man, we're gonna go on an adventure! Alright, come on, Mirror Man, please. Oh, he's in Vanish. Now I just have to hope he's following me, with all these things shooting at me at random. See, the thing about Mirror Man is, unlike Bill, it's going to take a while to actually kite you somewhere. But don't worry, Mirror Man, we got this. Come on, Mirror Man, you've got to run past these things. Come on, just charge or something. Thank you. I don't care if you hit me. Come on, we got to get into the water. I don't even know which direction I'm headed, but if we can get you to Legendary Island, I'll be happy. He keeps teleporting so far down in the water, and that dragon is still following me. Right, is Mirror Man still, like, tracking me? Yep, he is, and he almost killed me. Hang on, I need to ask my friend to come and clutch here. Can you tell me the chords of LI real quick, please? Alright, my friend came in clutch, thank you. We're literally at Selchar at the moment. Alright, I hope there's nobody near Selchar right now, because that could very much prove to be an issue. I'm slowly but surely running out of heal pots. See, deep down I knew this is what I was going to use my heal pots for. Surviving Bill's hits. I mean, not Bill. I keep calling him Bill. I'm so used to kiting Bill across the ocean that I just started calling Mirror Man Bill. Oh, this is Dite Island, right. We're gonna have to go around because there might be a low-level person and I don't want them to die. 4 minutes, come on. Come on, just charge. Just charge over here, right, okay. I need you to launch up. Are you gonna get up? Come on, get up. Get up. Yes, he's up. All right, run. No, don't leap. Don't leap all the way over there, please. Yes, okay, that's good enough.